Not all haunted things are old. Some are built new. They don't creak. They don't bleed. They don't whisper. They wait. And when you welcome them inside, they don't leave. You do. Welcome back, my dear ravens. I am Lady Lenore, your guide through the shadows. Tonight's tale is drawn from a real place of sorrow and speculation, the Villisca Axe Murder House. But this story isn't about what happened there long ago. It's about what comes after, when the past is packaged, scaled down, and sold to the curious. And tonight, my dear raven, you are there. It starts on a Wednesday. It's late, the kind of late where your phone screen is the only light left in the room. You're half scrolling, half sleeping, until a listing catches your eye. Handmade replica of Villisca House, 1 to 12 scale, $60 or best offer. Villisca. The name itself is a hook, a whispered legend in the grim catalog of true crime that has always fascinated you, a place where history bled into myth. The username is cryptic. Remember the 8. The photo is dim and oddly composed, like the seller didn't want to get too close. Still, the craftsmanship is incredible. Every window, every shutter, it's perfect. The instructions are stranger than the listing. No meetups. Leave cash in a plain envelope under the old General Putnam statue, Villisca's town square. Pickup instructions will be taped beneath the park bench just to the left. You hesitate. Weird, sure. But you've collected morbid curiosities before. It's just a replica, you whisper, the words thin in the quiet room. History in miniature. Nothing more. Your heart gives a faint, unsettling flutter. The next morning, you pull into Villisca's town square. The air is crisp, biting at your exposed skin, but the open, public space offers little comfort. Even the birds sound muted. You locate the statue, General Putnam, forever mid-command, and slip the envelope beneath its base. Your fingers brush something cold and rough. A jolt travels through your bones, sharp and unshakable. You step over to the bench beside the statue and crouch down. There, taped beneath the seat, is an envelope. The front reads, "Welcome home." Jagged, narrow handwriting carved in ink. Inside, a single note. Abandoned shed. Northwest edge of the cemetery. House awaits. No name, no punctuation, no comfort. The cemetery is quieter than death itself. The gate groans as you push through. Even the wind seems to avoid this place. At the far edge, a tin-roofed shed leans toward collapse, slouched into the weeds like it's trying to disappear. You step inside. Stillness. Dust. The kind that gathers in rooms no one's left. Because no one ever came back. On a crate sits something draped in cloth. A tightness creeps up your throat before you even realize you're holding your breath. You peel back the sheet. The replica gleams beneath your flashlight. It's exact. It's exquisite. And something about it makes your teeth clench. Too perfect. Like it was never built. Just placed. You carefully lift the dollhouse from the crate, its unexpected weight solid in your arms. Back in the car, you secure it gently on the passenger seat. A faint scent lingers. Aged wood, varnish, and something else. Sweet, but not in a way you can place. The drive home is a blur, your mind consumed by the eerie perfection of your new acquisition. Once home, you place the dollhouse on your desk, and your gaze drifts to the miniature dining room. There, at the tiny table, a chair. Not perfectly aligned with its fellows, but just barely askew. A fraction of an inch, perhaps. A sharp gasp escapes you. Was it like that before? You replay the unboxing in your mind, every careful movement, every angle. A nervous laugh escapes your lips, hollow in the quiet room. Maybe I bumped it. You rationalize, the words thin on your tongue. Or maybe it's always been like that. Just my eyes playing tricks on me in this dim light. You leave it, a nagging question hovering at the edge of your thoughts, a minute detail that refuses to be ignored. The dollhouse now sitting on your desk, a silent, magnetic pull. You find yourself drawn back to it over the next 2 days, checking it almost compulsively, like a nervous tick. Your gaze drifts to the tiny front door, hinged, yes, but you never opened it. Now it stands ajar. Impossible, you think, and a subtle unease begins to crawl beneath your skin. Weird, you murmur, barely louder than a breath. You nudge the door shut with one finger, trying not to flinch. That wasn't open before, you whisper. You tell yourself it doesn't mean anything, that it is nothing, but the lie doesn't land. That evening you sleep fitfully, the faint scent of old wood seeming to cling to your dreams. A day later, you approach the replica again. A subtle shift in the room's atmosphere makes the hairs on your arms prickle. There, in the center of the miniature dining table, is a tiny kitchen knife. It's impossibly small, a mere sliver of metal, yet its presence feels enormous. It's stabbed into the table, its glint catching the light. No way. You know it wasn't there before. You didn't add it. Your heart hammers against your ribs. There's no visible glue, no magnetic base holding it. This can't be real. This doesn't make sense. It wasn't there. You're sure of it. You grab your phone, fingers fumbling. Very funny. You text your roommate, a forced laugh escaping your lips. The silence that follows is deafening. No reply. Then it hits you. They're on night shifts all week. They aren't even home. Your blood runs cold. If it isn't them, then who opened it? Exhaustion presses down, a presence you can't shake. You're drifting, eyes half-lidded, when your gaze catches on the dollhouse. Upstairs, in the tiny bedroom, something new. A miniature blue mug. It sits on the nightstand, so small, yet so distinctly familiar. Your stomach lurches. No, it can't be. The same mug, the one you keep next to your bed. A surge of raw panic rips through you, snapping you wide awake. You bolt upright, swinging your legs out of bed, your bare feet hitting the cold floor with a thud. You glance at your nightstand. Empty. Your mug is gone. Gone. But how? A sharp, ragged gasp tears from your throat. Okay. This isn't funny anymore, you whisper. Is someone messing with me? A knot tightens in your stomach. Your mind can't grasp it. Your heart lurches. Or am I finally losing my mind? Your hand shakes as you reach for the dollhouse, your fingers brushing the cold ceramic. It's not a joke. The glaze, the color, even the tiny chip near the rim. It's your mug, down to the last flaw. The air in the room grows dense, pressing in on you. An eerie awareness begins to spread like an unseen gaze. You feel a constricting presence in the house. Oppressive. Watching. You pace the room in mounting panic, scanning for answers. And that's when you notice the framed photo of your sister that always sat on your bookshelf. Gone. You spin toward the dollhouse, heart hammering. Above the tiny fireplace, a photo rests in a frame. Too ornate for a toy, too familiar to mistake. It's your picture of your sister. You blink hard, once, then twice, but it's still there. Only then do you realize your whole body is shaking. This has to stop. You snatch the dollhouse off the desk and hurl it across the room. It should shatter. Splintered wood, snapped glue, tiny windows blown apart. Instead, it lands upright, unmarked. The front door swings open again, slowly, like it's waiting. Your scream tears through the room, ragged and helpless. You try to bury yourself under your blankets, shut out the world. You drift, restless, eyes fluttering with each creak of the house. And when you finally close them, it isn't for long. Your eyes snap open, disoriented, and you're not in your bed. You're lying on stiff wood, a tiny mattress. The nightstand beside you has a mug, blue and chipped. You sit up too fast and nearly hit your head. The ceiling is too low. The air is heavy, stale, like something long sealed. The walls are too close, tight, and intentional, like a box made to hold something fragile. You push yourself upright. Your limbs feel off balance, slightly delayed, but you manage to stand. And then you see it, the dollhouse fireplace. Above it, an ornate gold frame. Inside it, a photograph. Your sister, smiling. You spin toward the window, step unsteady. Everything outside is distorted, huge, distant, unreal. And then the truth settles in, cold and final. You're inside the replica. You try to scream, but no sound comes. You try to run, but your body no longer answers like it used to. The air won't move, your chest won't rise, and somewhere outside this box, someone else moves in your skin. They lift your phone, aim it at the dollhouse. Click. Later, the listing appears online. Handmade replica of Villisca House, 1 to 12 scale, $60 or best offer. And someone, somewhere, begins to scroll. The line between reality and the fabricated is thinner than we like to admit, isn't it? Some curiosities, once acquired, come with a cost far greater than gold. It always starts with an object, a trinket, a replica. But the thing about collecting curiosities is, eventually, you realize you were one of them. This is Lady Lenore, guiding you back to the light, if only for a moment. Sleep well, my children of the dark. And if you wish to return to the shadows again, strike the like button, subscribe, and let the bell guide your way back. And tell me, if you dare, have you ever brought something home that didn't belong?